again, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining uh, this workshop. How to visualize data and effective storytelling. Okay, so we have okay. I have about 1 hour. Yeah, to give some. I would say it's more on sharing. Yeah, sharing throughout. My journey in data analytics with you all, and I try to, as much as possible, try to make this workshop as simple as possible. Yeah, and and towards the end, hopefully, if you have more questions, we can discuss further there. Okay. Uh, Let me start with this. Okay. Okay, just a bit about myself. I'm Ahmad Hadzramin. Okay, you can call me Amin, in short. Okay. Okay. I myself as an entrepreneur, and also I'm doing a lot of data analytics strategies. Yeah, and for our client, and I would say throughout for the past 15 years. Yeah, I met a lot of customer, and then basically assisting them to enable more on the IT and also digital transformation in their companies. Yeah? And my focus is more on the modern data analytics, data science, and also robotics, process automation. These three things, lah. Okay. Um, okay. Let's just a bit about OR Technologies and Berhad. We started back in 2006. When we incorporated that time, we started with already started with data analytics, and which is that time is actually is a traditional way of doing data analytics. Yeah. So and then moving forward from 2010 and onwards, we embarking our journey, focusing more on the modern data analytics. Yeah. So these are our key customers for the past I would say 5 years. Yeah. So they actually are modern data analytics customers. Yeah. Okay. All right. I will use a slide to get some response and feedback from you guys. Please do scan the Q code, and you will be bring into the question page, or you can, if you cannot do a scanning, you can just type the URL below there. Okay. Okay, so if you get that, okay, I will. Okay, I will get into the first questions. I would like to have some to hear some feedbacks from you guys. Okay, okay, one. Where are you from? Penang. From Mars. Okay, far, far away. Okay. Okay, so I see about 52 participants tonight. That's cool. Yeah. So please do put some feedback, so at least we know that where you're coming from. If you miss out the URL just now, you can see the URL is at the top, ahaslide.com slash the number. Okay, just half of it. Can I see more? 26, only 26 people now. Okay, that's it's okay. you can keep answering that, and uh, if you like, if you see at this word cloud, this is one of the I would say one of the popular visualization type that being used at the moment, and so we'll be touching on this as well later in my demo. So is I think it's a very effective way to presenting basically the numbers, like this one is where you're coming from in terms of because what it presented actually is the bigger is the tax, means more the more people that coming from that particular location. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I just move quickly to the next questions. Um, okay. I just would like to know how's your mood today? Come on, just a quick tap there. Everyone good? Yeah. Everyone good? Oh, five. Okay. 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 13. Got happy. And the rest is coming up. Okay. All right. So I move to the next one because there is a lot of content that I need to cover. So basically, I just would like to know what do you expect to get out from this workshop tonight? Yeah, very short time workshop. Yeah. So what's your expectation? Okay. So I give about 40 seconds on this. Yeah. Okay. All great positive feedbacks. Yeah. Okay. I scroll a bit up. Yeah, to see what others. Yeah. So you can see, what's the expectation, different expectation, but as much as possible, I try to cover things in general. Yeah. So hopefully, all of us can learn from each other. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Okay. So you see that already. Okay. More coming in. Okay. In a way, I feel it's like this AHA slide is quite cool because it put things in front of us, and everybody can read through that. It's a cool visualization. Yeah, one of the type of the visualization. Okay, all right. Okay, I think right, cool. Okay, okay. I will stop here, and later maybe if we can take a look again on this. What's the things, and the final one. There's a final question. What type of chart graph you have used before? Yeah, just type one. The most probably the most that you use and we see which one is preferred. Yeah. Histogram. Okay. Okay. Column chart, pie chart. Yeah. Quite common. Bar chart, line chart. Yeah. Pie. A lot of people like pie. Okay. Histogram, line chart. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay. Great. Yeah, yeah. Candlestick. Okay. Pizza chart. Okay. Shanky. Okay. That's a fancy. Okay. So if even from here we can see the popular one, the most popular is a pie chart, histogram, yeah, bar chart and line chart, for the four most popular. Okay, so basically that's the things. Okay, let's move on. Okay, move on to the uh our agenda. Okay, what I try to cover today? We have done the overview, and then okay, I try to show a bit, to share a bit on some use cases on some visualization that my team have done for various of our customers, and hopefully with the sharing, you can basically it's more like it's eye opener for you guys, especially those who do not never or probably never see kind of visualization techniques that have been done before. And follow through, I try to walk you through the process of visualizing data and also storytelling. Yeah, and of course, the fun part of it. Bear with me. There will be a data visualization demo. A quick one to see actually right now. To do data visualization is not difficult, even though we see that it's a very fancy, very complicated things happening in the in the visualization, but it's actually, as a matter of fact, it's not that difficult to do. Yeah, so a lot of things can be done by yourself, and we open up a Q&A, and then of course the last one. I'm going to share some links where you can download visualization software. Okay, all right. Okay, just a quick introduction on the what is data visualization for those who do not know probably. Okay, actually it's a graphical representation, okay, of information and data. Okay, as simple as that. Okay, so you have data, you have information, you then you turn those data into a graphic. Yeah. Okay, so in a way, if you see that uh, on the screen now, yeah, so you can see how the data behind it now been transformed as graphical representation. Yeah, for example, as a dotted line at the top, yeah, the chart, and we can also see some data be transformed as on the map. Yeah, so all of this technique is quite advanced per se, but it can be created by you guys, even though you do not have a technical experience to doing this. Yeah, so I'm gonna show that one later. Yeah, so that's what. And then the good thing about this one, actually, with the because if the data is just in the raw form, basically it cannot really can't help us much, or it can help, but maybe it taken time for us to digest and try to interpret the data. But if when it's been transformed to the graphical presentation, what will happen actually, you can see and understand data, the trend, for example, the outliers of the data, the patterns, and so on, in an easier way. Yeah, because we as a human, a lot of time when we see things in the graphical way, we can interpret it faster. Okay, all right. So, and most important thing in organization, in business, either in business, in government, for example, to make decision. yeah, to making decision. With data, you can make a data-driven decision. That's most important thing, because a lot of time, even as a status quo right now, many companies, many governments, either kementerian, agencies, and so on, they still making decision based on opinion. Yeah, opinion based decision, what we call it. And know what happened? Normally, opinion based is based on the experience and gut feel. So sometimes in the bigger things to do, bigger decision to do, to make decision is a very risky to do that. Okay, and as always, when we're talking about anything that we try to achieve, there should be a process, like to get to the what we try to achieve. Yeah. So on your screen right now, actually, is a simplified view of what we call it as a data analytics journey. Yeah. So you already have data, and then um, whether you like it or not, some of your data you can straight away use it, but actually many of your data, you still need to do a certain treatment to your data so that you get the correct data, cleanse data, and so on. So actually, that's a step one, actually, to do data prepping and data blending. Okay, that's the most important step one, that everyone have to do that. Yeah. So once you have get your data nicely or correctly being packaged together, so then we can talk about how to visualize it, how what we want to use the data for example. So let's come to the next step 2 and above, which is the uh, descriptive, yeah, spatial and predictive, and so on. So did this for any type of data, it must go through this, yeah. So what I try to cover today is actually more on the some descriptive, some spatial, predictive, not much on predictive, but we can see how the visualization been done as a predictive things, yeah. Okay. All right. Let me share a bit on the some use cases that I told you earlier from our engagement with our client, and what I'm gonna show next. Actually, basically, we basically the data actually is can be shared to the public. So it's not the private data. It's more like open data. Okay. So let's take a look at some of the visualization. Um, okay, I will start. I got many example, but let me start with this one. Yeah. Okay. All right. So this one actually open visualization that you can get from ILMIA website, Institute of Labor Market Information and Analysis. Okay, ilmia.gov.my. Yeah. So basically, for EMEA, basically for them, actually, they get all the data. If you're talking about the all the labor market, yeah, labor market data, they have tons of data that have a lot of dimensions of data that coming from different either from different agencies, from the citizens, and so on. Right. So this one of the example that what they try to, because try to transform, because the earlier version of this website is more like you have a table, just a table, information, just tabulate all the numbers. That's all. Yeah, they should not even telling you about a story. Yeah? There is no story at all. It's very hard to interpret. Yeah. What we did together with them actually to transform that. Yeah. So if we can, you can go later on this website and play around with that. There's a lot of um, chat, and also for me, I call it as a more on the infographic, infographic type interactive chat. Yeah. So if you see here, all this information be transformed, and it's quite easy to see, and there is a story behind it. And if you see, it's a very interactive. We can basically click here and here, for example, to get that, and all information is quite deep, because in a few seconds, if you look at the page itself, right, you can immediately digest what information they try to portray to you. Okay, for example, like this one, the distribution of employers. So it being presented as some icons, yeah, some icons, agriculture, even with the bar here. Okay, it's loading. Okay, let me try. Okay, so so that if I scroll down, you will see different information be displayed differently. Okay, for example, like this one is based on cloud, work cloud. Yeah, and from here we see that this one is because of national employees of sector and gender. So what it tries to say here is basically based on gender, how many in the sector lah. Okay, so if you see here, the number of employee, the highest one is will be here: wholesale, retail, trade, and also motorcycle and motorcycles, okay, and the rest. Yeah. So and under here, okay, being different as different with icon and so on. So it's a very make this is fun, because this one is a base meant for people out there. It's a layman information. So we need to present that to people, something like this, because otherwise they don't see that. Okay, all right. So a lot more. Okay, so you can go here on the research output. There are a lot of more here. And if I just glance through, okay, all different type of chart and so on. Okay, okay, employ. Okay, you see that. Okay, so this the way I would say the modern data analytics can assist people. And the good thing about this type of data, we as a consultant to them, is really helping them at the beginning, and then after that, what happen is they themselves, their staff can do it themselves. That's the cool part about this technology. Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, now it's different representation again. Yeah, you see a lot of icons, all icons. This one using map, yeah, and so on. All right. So if I move on, okay, do a bit. Okay, this spiral chart. So you can do that quite easily here. Okay, and then there is some story, some annotation here. Okay, so they can be done. Okay. All right. So that's one, and let me bring out another one, probably just a quick as an example. Okay, I would like to see here probably. Okay, this one is talking about future inundation map. Actually, this data set actually is available to public, and actually is talking about the predictive or prediction of flood that will happen in Malaysia, especially in the across the, especially in the main river valley in Malaysia. So if you see here, to produce this chart, it's actually a combination of a lot of geographical data. Okay, and also, I mean, geographical means the location data, and also there are a lot of things as well. As you see here at the bottom here is the river valley, the main rivers in Malaysia. So what will happen here actually, you can basically, for example, let's take a look at the Johor. So the story here actually, we would like to know, okay, during, because there is a time, okay, now it's zoomed to Johor, okay, and this the time horizon. What it meant here actually, there is the data already been processed. There is some prediction being done by the respective agency. So what they try to do here actually, they estimate is within this area of the river valley. Okay, if you see here, we have evacuation center, clinic desa, and so on. So they will see, they would like to predict whether that particular evacuation center, if a big flood come in again, whether it's safe to have still having the investigation center over there. Okay, so apparently if we go a bit more detail, we can see some investigation center cannot even be built there, or cannot be appointed there, because there's some education is a sekolah, right? At the school, or it can be balai raya and so on. So this kind of information is actually a combination of a lot of things. There is an element of predictive analytics, element of geographical analytics, and also more information that we have. So that you see, this one is considered is very advanced, but it tells a story to us. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Back to okay. There are two use cases, but if we got more time later, I can share a bit more. But I just need to go next to the okay, how? Yeah, actually, the question on how actually for the title of this workshop. How to visualize data and effective storytelling. Okay, all right. Okay. From the answer that we had earlier from the poll, we know that the common graph is like bar chart, is pie chart, histogram, and line chart. The four. All right. So and we can see actually bad graph. What I try to say here, actually bad graph is everywhere. So when we get data, we just display a graph and that's it. Yeah, it doesn't. Sometimes you, if your boss, your superior asking you back, okay, you cannot really articulate and tell a story on what you want to do that data. Okay, so this is a fun example. So for example, like this one, take a trend. Okay, so this one before the before and after, we transform. Okay, so before is basically just showing data. Okay, uh, the volume received, the volume processed. That's all. That's it. Yeah. But if you change a bit, okay, if you can see here, it's telling a story. Okay. What this particular person tried to do actually, he tried to justify to his boss, to get approval to hire 2 more staff, okay, to backfill those who quit past year. Okay, so just very simple transformation to the graph, then you can tell a story. Okay, they're talking about the storytelling of any data that you have. Okay, so we see here, from here there is a line here. That's where the two employees quit in May. And what will happen from here, they will see the surge in the number of tickets, receive and also process. Okay, so means from here they can just somehow a kind of justification to the boss, say that okay, sir, I would like to justify this with the data that we have. Okay, so that the kind of very simplistic example that we have. Yeah. Okay, so let's take a look at another one. Survey result, for example. Okay. Okay, Pi, another famous, another one, very famous chart. Okay, it's a kind of difficult to correlate, because you have one is a pre, how do you feel about doing science, and the other one is post, but and then you have a percentage, and that's all. There is no correlation at all. It's very hard to interpret. So what will happen? Okay, we change this to bar chart. Okay, next bar chart, and from here we can tell a story. Okay, pilot program was a success. How do you feel about science? Okay, okay, when they do a survey to the children, okay, majority of them basically, from here we can see comparison, before and after. Okay, how many percent bought, and we see okay, increase and so on. And after, and the conclusion is, of course, we always come to the conclusion after the program, more children were with keen interest and excited about science. Okay. Just one simple graph, but you can tell a story. Yeah. Okay. Next one. Okay, average return product price per net. Okay, these are quite common, right? you have it in Excel. Okay, you just plot it. Excel, use a wizard, for example, and that's it. You can see. Okay, there is product A and then buyers and so on. So you can see that. Okay, so for better presentation and better story, you can somehow do something like this to be competitive. Okay, then you can conclude. Okay, why? Okay, there is a question of what, how, and why. Okay, all these things is actually storytelling. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So it's a simple example. Okay, all right. So we go a bit further. Okay, there are process like, and then um, normally there are a lot of methodology to do this, but what I try to share to you is a very simple one that everybody hopefully can understand. Normally we always start in the data analytic journey. We always start with the understand the context, or in other words, it's actually try to understand what the user want. Number two, once we got the requirement from them, okay, the next actually to choose effective visual. And the third one, once we get the nice visual, we get the data plug into to the chart, and what's next actually we try to eliminate clutter. Why? Because to ensure that those who look at the chart will understand in very short time. Okay, and then focus attention. Okay, focus on attention. Okay, we will see on the example later. And also the last part actually to tell a story based on number 1 till number 4. Okay, so okay, what's understand context? Understand context is more like 4 questions. Three questions: who, what, and how. Okay, and then what is who? Who actually is who is your audience? So basically, example, there is a budget committee that can approve funding for continuation. Okay, so of the summer learning program. Okay, and then what do you need them to know or do? Okay, that's most important. Okay, so what they want to see from the data that you already processed probably, and then now you want to visualize to them. Okay, for the example, it's actually the summer learning program on science was a success. Please approve. There's an action there. Please approve budget of X numbers to continue. Okay, and what data is available that will help me to make the point. Okay, illustrate the success with data collected through the survey conducted before and after other things. Okay, there's a context that need to be defined, or it need to be agreed up even before we go to the next step. Try to come up with the visualization. Okay, step number 2. Choose an effective visual. Okay, this one also important. Okay, and of course, if you start today, try to do visualization. Probably we choose a wrong chart probably, but along the way, by looking at for example, from the experience, and also looking at the many samples out there, you will learn. So later I'm going to share you where you can look at the sum of the resources that available for you. You can take a look at how people do visualization. Okay, so there are many charts out there, but I just a few that common one. It's a simple text, just a simple text will do, and scatter plot, table, line is quite common. Heat map, actually a table, but being done by as a heat map, slope graph, vertical bar, and so on, to the square bar. Okay, this which one depends on the data that you have. Okay, let's take a look. Simple text. Okay, the original data, or the original visualization have been illustrated this way. Children with a traditional stay home mother. Okay, percentage not bad, but how we improve this? Okay, we can just say like this. Big numbers, 20%. Children of had a traditional stay at home mom in 2020 compared to 41% in 70. That's all. That's it. Okay. That can convey more information actually. Okay, how about heat map? Okay, so you have a blunt table like this, plain, very plain. Excel table, so you can turn something like this. Okay, it representing, because that now it being colored low and high. If you see here, the color that being used, okay, low, high, Okay, so we know that if the percentage is higher, then you get darker color. See, 58%. This one darker, but the one that low percentage is the things. So in a way, if you see like this, it is a kind of pattern, to see which one is the concentrated most and so on. Yeah. Okay. Two views with the same data. Okay, and then scatter plot. You can use scatter plot. This one is already good, but kind of difficult. How to improve this? You see, just put some line in average and make different color at the top. That's all. Yeah. So it's more easier to interpret. Yeah. Map. Okay. There are many ways to do it on the map. Actually, it's a very interactive map. So like this one is. I think dengue. We taken data from KKM. It's a dengue. We plot it on the map, and then this one integrated with the Google Map as well. So we can see this. It's a very intuitive. More, yeah. You can see the bubble here. So means the red one actually is many cases around here. Actually, this one is Shah Alam. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. There are charts to be avoided. Okay, one of them actually pie chart. So pie chart is quite popular. I think almost everyone use pie chart. Uh, there are a reason actually. Why? Because if you can see over the example here, you put okay, you put 30%, and then this one even worse is actually 3D. If you see here, which one actually looks bigger? Which slice look bigger? This one, right? 31% bigger than 34. The size. Okay. So in a way, talking about visualization, if we take out the percentage, we will immediately thought that this darker blue have a bigger percentage. Okay. If we don't see 34. Okay. So how we transform this? Okay. Just do a simple bar chart. We do. Okay. All right. Donut chart also things confused because of the actually another version of pi, the same reason. Yeah, it's things sometimes we're getting confused looking at this one. Yeah, and okay, the next one 3D. Never use 3D because why? Because 3D is not even because like if you see here, okay, this one is a what? Is that 3 or 2.9 for example? It's a really confusing. Okay, so never use this. It's a fancy, it's a nice to have 3D, but if we're talking about we really representing in terms of visual, okay, is this as a practice? It's not recommended, or it never use this. Yeah. Okay. And also try to avoid to have a secondary y-axis. Sometimes we cannot avoid, but of course we present it different way. Okay, because what you say actually y-axis is left and right here. Okay, sometimes things getting confused as well. It's very hard to interpret, and probably we can do something like this. Alternative number one, label directly. Okay, so we just label by dotted here. Okay, or we can have two separate chart. Okay, in between. Okay, all right. So, number 3. Okay, step number 3, eliminate clutter. Right. So, because sometimes we tend to, a lot of people tend to put a lot of border. Yeah, if we see here, how we improve this chart. Okay, something like this. We remove the grid line. Okay, this one with the grid line. Okay, this one looks better. Okay, more easier to see. Okay, now we remove the data maker, the box here. Okay, next, we clean up a bit of axis. You see here is so much here, but here we just put as horizontal. Okay, this one even better because we have we taken out this and we put it receive and process here. Okay, we label data directly, and then lastly, leverage on the consistent color. So means this one red, we also put red here, and then if this one is blue, we put blue. Okay, so this is a kind of best practice. And actually, a lot of work been done by those especially on the psychology part of it. So to ensure that because it's related to human, how it human interpret things. That's how the study like PhD level and so on. Okay, focus on audience attention. This one very very important as well. Yeah, direct your audience attention by using pre-attentive attribute. Okay, for example, like size, color, position on page, and so on. Okay, so um, if you look at this example, okay, if you try to count 3, okay, how many seconds you think that you can finish counting? Okay, probably 15 seconds. Probably, yeah. But if you have colored the 3, it's easy, right? 5. Yeah. So that makes this different. So that's why a representation is this a technique that been done by many companies, for example, to come up with a good visualization. Yeah. Okay, so this one for text, yeah. So for text, normally you play around with the colors, the size of the font, the different type of fonts and so on. Okay, so you can see, like here it's easier. It's a visual hierarchy, and it's easier to read with the right color combination. And on the graph, okay, nothing wrong with the graph, but it's still because it's so many item on the left hand side, right? So how we turn this? We turn something like this. Yeah, the top 10. Yeah, we just probably seven of the top 10 design we color differently, for example. Okay, so then we highlight that. Okay. So if we the bosses would like to see, okay, they only concern about the top 7. Okay, so just highlight the top 7. The below one actually for more information. Yeah. All right. Use color sparingly. Okay. So this one also is very important because like here, like this one is for this chart, it's very difficult to read. Actually, yeah, with the different type of color. So change this subtle color and quite based on ranking 1, 2, 3, 4. We specify the back, and immediately from here, even without the numbers, we can tell which one is 1, which one 2, and 3. Yeah. And okay, this is another tricky part: brand colors. Whether you should follow the brand color. Okay, for example, our tag, we are great. We are red. So our table, our sofa, everything is red. Um, but when it come to the uh, to do a visual analytics, you do not have to follow that because sometimes the color is not so right with the best practice that we should follow. Okay, so for example, the client logo, for example, that this one, right? The client logo is light green. Okay, or apple green, something like that. So probably you can change a bit on maintain the logo, but have a different color set. Yeah, and for example, this one also. Okay, this is an example. Okay, all right. Okay, I move forward, and then I just quickly because we are running out of time. Okay, basically in a few minutes, our goal actually, this one is telling a story. Number one, the goal is actually to understand how price have changed over time in the competitive landscape. Okay, and number two, actually use this knowledge to inform the pricing to our product, and we'll end the specific recommendation. Okay, so this one is original chat. This one chat with story, okay, which is I showed that earlier. So the process is I just run quickly. The process is not it's a quite lengthy process. The first one actually from here you can tell a product a story from product A and B launched 2008 with this price 360 plus, and along the way over time consistently B consistently slightly lower than A. Okay, can see that. 2014, the price about this, and there is a new product come in, CDE, which is introduced later, much lower price point. Okay, you see here, CDE. Okay, and but all of them increase over time. So you see at the top here, and then from here, the launch and product space, we tend to see initial price increase followed by decrease over time. So it's increase and then but it's going down after that. Okay, so the same thing, increase, going down. So and this what 2014. Okay, okay. Basically, what they try to do actually to introduce a new product pricing. Okay, so from the graph here, they can justify that the price point should be about this range. Okay, so you see the journey, daripada from step 1, 2, 3, the different charts. Different movement of data from start day one until for many years. Then from there they decided, okay, this should be within that range. Okay, so that's all about the story. Yeah. Okay. I have about 15 minutes to go, and just to do quick demo, hands-on demo on how you can do this. And actually, there is a software available for you to do this quickly. Yeah. So, okay, what I will do actually for let me bring out things first. Okay, let me. Okay. All right. Okay. I hope not. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So what we try to achieve in very short time that we have here, I try to create something like this, a quick demo for you. What the story behind this actually is, this one is actually a pack sales dashboard for one of the company. So this one being updated monthly to their board. And what we try to highlight to and try to say here actually, we like to see the management would like to decide whether they should, for some of the products, they should retire some of the products, and why they need to retire. So there should be a storytelling behind it to ensure that they justify on that. So if you see here, the presentation is we have chart here, we have sales, product, and so on. It's all here, all got information, a lot of information around here, and there's a line graph of sales over time is here. Okay, all right. I just try to create something like this, and we see what we can come out with. Yeah. Okay. All right. So. Okay. All right. So the tools that I use is actually Tableau. Okay. I think probably some of you know, sometimes you know, but it's okay. What the most important thing actually, Tableau basically you can use Tableau to easily visualize data. The most important thing, and they also create stories behind it. Okay, so what I have here actually is a blank canvas that I need to do my visualization. So what the first thing that I need to do actually, I need to bring data in to Tableau. So for example, in this case, what I have here, I already have data. My data in Excel, simple Excel. Okay, so actually a sales data. So we have all this information, like order dates, customers, and the product that they bought, and so on, and then the quantity, the price, and so on. Okay, so what I will do now actually, to bring in the file here. So okay. I think I opened this before. Okay. All right. Okay. So this is the file. This one just a simple Excel, so I can open. So in fact, okay, so I just open this, but this one Excel. But of course, if your data reside in database, for example, so there are a lot of other option from the data source. I think most of the popular databases you can open the data from there. Okay, so once you get that, what I want to try to do actually to visualize the data, the orders information. All right. So what I do actually, I just drag to this panel here, and Tableau automatically transform the data in a way. It's quite intelligent because it recognizes the date. Yeah, for example, this or the date with this icon date. It's also recognize location data. For example, like all the state countries. Okay, it turn this into data. Into location data, and so on. Okay, right. So then we're gonna start doing the analysis. Okay, so I put myself as an analyst within this particular organization. So the story or the use case that I would like to see actually to as I said earlier, I would like to find which product actually should be terminated next year. Just give us a very simple example. Okay, so what I do, once I drag the information, so I got all my information here. And probably, what I want to do first actually to see, how much sales the company doing. Okay, so for this, in total, they got 3600K. Yeah? Okay, and what I want to do next actually to see this as what's a category, for example. Okay, I want to see this in category and then subcategory. Okay, so then you see, I can see furniture, I can see offices as a category and technology. So under category, there is a subcategory here. Okay, so it's automatically being by just double click. Yeah. So from here, I try to do some sizing. I try to put make it entire view. All right, make it bigger. All right, so that you can see. Okay, so now sales information. Okay, how much? Basically, you can mouse over here. Okay, there's number of sales. Yeah. Okay, so in USD. Okay, next, I would like to see profit. Okay, how much profit you get? Okay, so what I do, I go to profit information. I just drag here. So what happened? Voila. Okay, Tableau turn this to color, and we see here the profit, the positive one actually the profit I made lah, and minus one actually the loss. So immediately in few seconds when you drag to here, then you will see the blue color is positive, the orange color is negative or loss. Okay, so immediately we know that, tables. Okay, so we know immediately the candidates. Okay, yes, probably tables need to be terminated next year. Okay, but wait, because my operation is not this one is a total sales of in every countries in APAC. Okay, so let's drill a bit more. Okay, so what I would like to see here, I want to see probably I would like to see region. Okay, so I just put region here. Wow, I drill down further. Okay, looks like in central location, in Central Asia, looks like this one is good. The furniture, the tables, the tables is good. But the problem is here, Southeast Asia is a red color. Okay, so in few steps, you see, you immediately capture that information. Okay, so and what will happen here actually, once we do this, we can, in fact, we can drill further, but from here, probably what we want to do actually, some of this we want to group. Okay, just the example. Envelope, first name, all this. Okay. Oops, sorry. Okay, you can always go back. Okay. So, probably on this case, I just put sales by category. Just quick one. Okay. Just quick one. All right. So, done. I'm done with the first analysis. Second analysis, I just bring up another worksheet. This call it worksheet. So I would like to see the time series information about my sales. Yeah. So what I can do from here, the same thing. I can do my sales and then my order date. Immediately, it will convert to the right chart. Okay. So once I do this, the beauty about Tableau, the hierarchy is automatically being done, and you see you can open up with by quarter, by month, by year, by day, and so on. So if you don't like this, you just take it out. You see, just throw away. Okay. Okay. So for our purpose of demo, so what I want to see actually, I want to change this. There are a lot of many date format here. So I would like to see by month. Okay. So you see here. Okay. So what's next? This one also sales. What I have to bring actually, I bring the profit as well. But now I'm gonna put this in on color. Sorry. Okay. So profit on color. Okay. So when I bring this on color, so you will see some information on the profit here. Sorry, I think I need to put it here. Let's see. No, I don't get it. Okay, but it's okay. You can do some analysis on this, and from here, you can also do the quick analysis. For example, you would like to see average line. Okay, once you do some put the average line, you do this for you, for example. Okay, so you can always undo this, and what's next? Next is actually you can do, for example, forecasting. You can bring here forecasting, and it's automatically forecast for you. Okay, so in fact you can do a bit more information. Okay, in terms of what kind of information will be is here, and there are a lot more things can be said here. Okay, all right. So next, so I call it, this one is sales over time. Okay. All right. Okay. And the third chart is a remember map. Okay, I need to build a map. Yeah. So in Tableau, actually provide you to choose which chart you want. Yeah. There are many charts here. And the cool part about this, actually, you can basically do a selection. For example, sales. For example, sales, and you would like to see which state, for example. Okay, so immediately it highlighted to you. Okay, you recommended you use map. Okay, so when I double click here, so voila. Okay, my sales data now on the map represented as a bubble. Okay, so the bigger the bubble is the bigger the sales. Yeah, so I can adjust the size if I want. Yes, I can do that to see, and I can also bring profit to color. Okay. Okay, so I bring profit to color. We know that the blue one is more profit, but this one is now less profit. Okay. All right. So in fact, I can do a bit of adjustment for, but there's some overlapping. I can put some borders there, for example. Okay, I see more things. But of course, there are a lot more. I can do it here. And one of the things is I can do a filtering. Yeah. I can do, for example, I bring in filters here. I can select all here. I just put OK, and I can do the show filter over here. I can probably want to change this to single value. Okay, I can do that as well. Yeah. Okay. So and a lot more things you can do analysis here. You can, okay, for example, you want to see North America. So immediately the map move to North America, North Asia, and so on. Okay, Malaysia, see Malaysia. So how much you can see all this information here. Okay, so okay, I just put it there. Okay, so now this one I call it as a sales on map. Okay, right. So okay, now I got three story on the sales by category, over time, and also a map. So now I would like to combine it, this become a bigger story. All right. So what's next? There is a features of dashboard here. So what I can do here, I just this is a dashboard. I just click here, dashboard. So I just set the size first. In this case, I put automatic. So you see the three sheet that I created earlier, I can see this here. Okay. So what I can do, I can just drag to the dashboard. Okay. I drag it here. Okay. I got the dashboard. And then I would like to put the category here. Okay. And then time over here next to category. Okay. All right. So now if I change, okay, I can open this. Okay. I can, if I change, it's only on map. Only a map change, but not the rest. So what I can do, actually, I can link all of this to become, let me see here. Okay. I put here. Okay. Right. Okay. I just put here all using this, apply worksheet using this. Okay. So the same thing here. I can do that. Okay. So, so now when I change this to, you see, it reflected the bottom there. Okay. So that's one. And okay, let's see Central Asia. Okay. So what's next is actually what I would like to also set this as a filter. So what happen is, if I don't set this as use as a filter, if I click here, the bottom one doesn't. If I uncheck here, okay, the bottom one is doesn't change. So now I just click here, the bottom will change. Okay, right. Okay, you see that? Okay, all right. So as easy as that. Okay, so that's a dashboard feature, and then the last one, but not least, is a what they call a story. Wow, there's a story. This is a story. Okay, we are storytelling. Okay, so what you can do actually story, you can create point, story point. Okay, so what happened is actually, if you like, I would like to compare this actually as like a PowerPoint. You got PowerPoint, right? Normally, when you're presenting to the board, for example, you put all chart, you create in Excel, and then you cut and paste, put it in PowerPoint, and then present it. So what happened is, if the boss asks, how about the numbers for last year? So what happened if you don't have on the PowerPoint? So what you need to do actually to open up last year files. Okay, but not the case with tools like Tableau, because what happened is we put everything, the data, everything on Tableau. So you can just a method of querying based on the information, based on the information that you want. Okay, so what happened now next actually, what I gonna do actually, I just put the whole dashboard on my story point number one. Okay, maybe this one is an introduction. You can do this. Okay, so probably the next one you can create another one. So what you need to do actually, you need to justify that in some region or in some states, you should not sell furniture table anymore. Yeah, for example. Okay, so what you can do actually, you can bring the map here. Okay, for the second one. Okay, we know that the problem is actually the Punjab. Okay, on the Punjab here. So what happen is, what you can do, you can keep Punjab only here, and you can have this information. Okay, annotate to here. Okay, with this information, you can have that. All right. For example, so here is Punjab not to sell. Example, not to sell table in 2021. Okay, because why? It's justify, it's rate here, and so on. So you can do some annotation and so on. So you can put some drag and some text here, for example. Okay, to put something, just a quick one. Yeah, justification. Okay, you can do that on map here. So, and then you can, of course, you can put more points, And the cool part, actually, you can replace PowerPoint. So because here it's like you're presenting with PowerPoint actually, but you have your data very interactive, and your boss asking about, okay, how about Southeast Asia? Okay, this is Southeast Asia. This is the preview of that. Yeah. And then, okay, why Punjab? So immediately I got, oh, okay, because of Punjab is, you see, this one is really, the profit is minus 17.01, 001, and then but the sales about that. So you can put more justification immediately on the things. Okay. All right. So I would say that's end my demo. Okay. So I would like the next because we already passed 10:30. Okay. Thank you very much for about 65 people now in the room. Okay. I'm gonna open up to a question now. If you got the questions, please please open back again your from your laptop or your things. Okay, now there's a Q&A session where you can ask any question. If I cannot answer tonight, then we can reserve that. We can contact you again. Let's see how the probably MDEC would like to distribute this thing. So if you have a question, just type it, and I'm happy to answer right now. Yeah. Okay. Open to you guys. Okay, Grace, welcome. Okay, yeah, I appreciate also you be here for like one hour to join this session. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, from Jack, what open source visualization software do you recommend? Okay, before this, our organization did use some of the visualization tools, those like Pentejo and the others. But that one, that particular software, for us, we call it as a traditional software, because what happens is if you want to do this kind of very easy, or complicated visualization, it may involve some coding. Yeah, there are a lot of product out there from JavaScript based and so on that require you to code. Yeah. What I try to share here actually is something that very easy to use. That can be used by every single. Because most important thing here, we have to bear in mind that a lot of data owner actually coming from the business user. Yeah, not an IT, not a technical team. Yeah, so if we can use tools like Tableau to empower them to use all this information, yeah, so actually it's a better decision for the company. Yeah. Okay. So I hope I answered that. Okay. Are there any free software you recommend for beginners? Okay, yes. Okay. Later I quickly switch to my browser while waiting for this. What you can do, okay, I answer in this one, yeah. First, let me quickly switch to my browser. Okay, this one, okay. All right. You can go to, okay, Tableau. Tableau got a free software, okay. All right, so you can download Tableau Public, yeah, to play around with that. Public.tableau.com. Okay, from here you can sign up, and then you can download the Tableau Public. Okay, but bear in mind, the data that you use will be published to this website, public.tableau.com. Yeah. So what it meant actually, the data that you use for visualization have to be is open data. Okay. It's not a private data. Okay. So please bear in mind with that. Okay. So and Tableau Public is actually a big community that actually is more than 1 million uh, visualization already been published, okay, on the site, okay, on the site of public.tableau.com. So what you can do if you want to learn, this how we learn. My team learn on how the beauty, the best visualization technique ever being created. So what we can do here, actually, there's a data storytelling as well here. So you can always go to the gallery here, and from the gallery, what happened actually, they have a vis of the day. Every day, they're gonna publish. They're gonna select which the best of the day visualization. So you can see here, it's a very nice crafted visualization that you can't even think about to do this in Tableau, but it can be done. Yeah, this all been Tableau. So please do make use of this to learn a lot of things. Some of the visualization you can download. In fact, you can download and then you can play around with that on how to the techniques. See all this. Okay, so let's click one. For example, popular breed of dog. Okay, I just click here. You see, it's a very nice. I do not know what's called this being called, but this one is very interactive. Okay, so what happened is you can basically I think you can scroll to the right here. Okay, so you can get here, and as a tip, okay, you can at the bottom here in any chart that we publish in Tableau, you can you can see the download button here. You can click here. Then, if the author of the chart of the visualization allow you to download, you can in fact download the Tableau workbook, and you can download and then you can play around with this on your machine. But in this case, it's not. You cannot. You can only download as an image, PDF, or PowerPoint. But a lot that I found is actually they share to get everybody to learn Tableau. So you can get this one. Okay. All right. To download, just get the app and download and install on your machine. Okay. All right. Okay. I move on to the next question. Okay, so I hope I answered this one. Thank you, sir. Okay, welcome. Okay, thank you, sir. You're welcome. Thank you your time as well. Interesting. Okay, all right. Thank you on the sharing. Okay, so okay, if you have more questions, please do ask me. And okay, I move back to my PowerPoint. I'm not sure.
Hi, sir. Before you end this session,
Sure.
would you like to take coffee with the entire audience?
Oh, sure. It's a good idea.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Sure. Okay, guys. Can we have a quick groupie? So for this, and what I will do, I will press this groupie button, and everybody just okay, I need to unshare first, right? Let me unshare my screen. Okay, but before that, okay, I give her my contact first. Okay. Okay, let me quickly before we do groupie. I cannot find my slide. Okay, this is my slide. Okay. Okay, if you have any questions, you can quickly contact me. Okay, just take a screenshot here. I'm on LinkedIn. Okay, so anything you can buzz me. All right. So if you have want to know more about Tableau, Atrix, you can just go to our website. You can ask the bot, but you can of course talk to my team as well over there. And okay, please take this one as well. You can download the free trial, yeah, from downloads.ortechnologies.net. Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So let's do. Let me. How do I? Okay, sharing. I stop sharing. How do I stop sharing? Screen share. Okay, let's smile, everyone. I will press this, and everyone hopefully can get into um. There is a button, groupie, and then just to take a photo. Okay, I see 9 people, 10 people. So hopefully everyone, 55 people in the room now. So just take a quick photo as a memento for tonight. Yeah. For those who doesn't know, there is a button, the colored icon, on the at the bottom of the browser. So you can click there. There is a group fee, group fee, and just click there and they take your picture.
Hi, sir. I think it's okay to end the group fee.
Okay, so I ended it. Okay.
Yeah, sure. 14 is great.
Okay, cool. I'm done. Yes. So everyone can save it. Kind of cool, and share to Facebook or Twitter. Yeah, that's about it. Okay. Okay, so I think we are done for today.
Okay, I'll stop the stream now. Thank you so much for your great
Okay.
insight. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.